some strange thing came over me, some almost different voice.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most eerily accurate predictions that stars made about their, others, and society's trajectory.
I'll have to get back to you later about Jurassic Park 4.
Number 10. Found footage. Bruce Willis. In 1993, footage filmed on the set of Pulp Fiction, Bruce Willis anticipated even riskier independent filmmaking. He said that within 5 years, a hit movie would be made on video and a meager budget of $60,000.
Someday in the next 5 years, someone's going to take one of these and make a feature film.
Oh, I know! 5 years later, Daniel Myrick and Eduardo Sanchez made a horror mockumentary with an initial budget of around $60,000.
Some 17-year-old kid's going to make this killer, drop-dead, poorly lit video movie.
The Blair Witch Project became a box office and pop cultural sensation, inspiring a movement of low-budget, high-grossing horror movies made to look like found footage. It seems like Willis was the first person to have faith in the new genre. Too bad he was too expensive and recognizable to be in any found footage movies himself.
There's going to be 100 of them after that.
Oh, I agree with you.
They're going to cost about $60,000.
Number 9. A featured Christmas miracle, Jimmy Fallon. While many Saturday Night Live talents have bright futures, Jimmy Fallon made an oddly specific assumption as a freshman featured performer in 1998.
Beware of the ghosts of host's future.
Jimmy Fallon?
On an SNL holiday special in 1998 satirizing A Christmas Carol, Fallon takes Alec Baldwin to December 12, 2011, where Fallon's a big enough star to host the show himself.
Apparently, I've become a huge star in the future, and I host the show in the year 2011.
Flash forward to December 17, 2011, Fallon returns to SNL as host and a talk show icon. He was only off by 5 days, apparently not realizing that December 12th would be a Monday. He also didn't anticipate rebranding from casual wear to his signature suits. Otherwise, Fallon's vision was remarkably accurate.
It's so great to be back here on Saturday Night Live. This is where it all started for me.
Number 8. A Small Ceremony. Rishi Kapoor. Rishi Kapoor and Vinod Khanna were lifelong Bollywood idols. And yet in 2017, Kapoor reported on Twitter that it was mostly contemporaries in the industry who attended his friend's funeral, citing the perceived indifference of younger generations. The disgruntled actor said that he didn't expect a real turnout at his own funeral. 3 years later, Kapoor was laid to rest with only close family and friends attending the ceremony. His colleague's absence wasn't out of disrespect, though. He died of cancer under coronavirus lockdown ordinances in India, which limited capacity at funerals. Like Khanna, Kapoor will always be remembered as an icon of his industry. Sadly, unfortunate circumstances still realized his vision of an improper send-off.
The tragedy of this is that when the song was completed, when we saw, he took away all the credit also of the bloody song.
Number 7. Celebrity Crush, Katie Holmes.
Are you bringing us down? Because you know what? I have enough frequent flyer miles to get a non-stop out of here.
Dawson's Creek's Katie Holmes broke a lot of hearts with her 2003 engagement to Chris Klein. Interestingly, in a 2004 interview for 17 magazine, Holmes remarked that she once imagined marrying Tom Cruise. Well, the following year, Klein was out and Holmes was engaged to Cruise.
I know of no other way to express such love.
She probably should have been careful with what she wished for. In 2012, Holmes and Cruise ended their volatile 6-year marriage in a bitter divorce. Since then, revelations about the Church of Scientology meddling in Cruise's personal life have led some to believe that Holmes' prophecy was no coincidence.
One thing feeds the other, the work and the family. It's really, I feel very lucky.
Whether fated or orchestrated, the celebrity love story of Holmes' dreams wasn't built to last. Number 6. Here's how I do it. Chris Rock. Chris Rock poked fun at O.J. Simpson's apparent flippancy over his acquittal in his double homicide case in the 1997 premiere of his HBO talk show.
Does O.J. owe you any money?
Let's see, I think he owes me about $8.6 million, I think. But no, I'm only kidding, no.
The opening skit ends with Rock showing a fictional video by Simpson titled, "I didn't kill my wife, but if I did, here's how I do it."
Who can forget the night O.J. came by to sell his new instructional videotape? I didn't kill my wife, but if I did, here's how I did it.
In the following years, Juice found public resurgence in spoofing theories that he did kill Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman. This culminated in the 2007 hypothetical book titled, "If I Did It, Confessions of the Killer." It wasn't the exact title posited on the Chris Rock show. It certainly wasn't a VHS tape. But Rock's nailing Simpson's disturbing rebrand still shows how ahead of the curve he can get.
I think it was his idea of a joke, and this is it.
Number 5. Vader's Secret Identity, David Prowse. When The Empire Strikes Back was first released, the revelation of Luke Skywalker's parentage was explosive.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
But maybe not so much for regular readers of the San Francisco Examiner in 1978. An interview with David Prowse, Vader's physical actor, probed for information about Star Wars' highly anticipated sequel. Prowse facetiously predicted Vader and Luke engaging in an epic lightsaber duel before Vader revealed himself to be Luke's father.
I am your father.
At the time, Empire was in an early scripting phase that didn't feature this twist. With the movie's climax ultimately playing out exactly as described, maybe George Lucas and Lawrence Kasdan took the tip. We can only hope that Prowse didn't intentionally drop the movie spoiler of a generation.
Join me, and together we can rule the galaxy as father and son.
Number 4. Jurassic Parks and Recreation, Chris Pratt.
I just got a text message from Steven Spielberg.
Chris Pratt started making a name for himself as Andy Dwyer on the sitcom Parks and Recreation. Although Dwyer is a galaxy away from Star-Lord, the path to that point may have actually started with a behind-the-scenes featurette for Season 2 of Parks and Rec. Pratt filmed himself pretending to text Steven Spielberg, desperate to cast him in Jurassic Park 4. The bit was meant to spoof the ego of a breakout star.
I'll have to get back to you later about Jurassic Park 4.
But in 2015, Pratt starred as Owen Grady in Jurassic World, the 4th installment in the blockbuster franchise. Okay, Spielberg wasn't directly involved in that production. The Jurassic World trilogy nonetheless confirmed Pratt as a bankable Hollywood action star. Even he shrugged off this fate 5 years earlier.
Easy.
Number 3. Electronic dance music, Jim Morrison.
Hello, I love you, won't you tell me your name?
The Doors frontman Jim Morrison had a revolutionary impact on music in his brief 27 years. With his instinct for innovation, he apparently had a sense for music's future. In a 1969 interview for Rolling Stone, he said that technology like Moog synthesizers would lead one-man orchestras out of the basement and into concert halls. Moog music would soon help develop downsized electric keyboards. By the turn of the 90s, advanced effects and sampling gave way to electronic dance music. The genre allowed solo artists to become some of the world's hottest live acts. That includes Skrillex, whose 2012 collaboration with The Doors' Breakin' a Sweat samples Morrison's interview.
I'm breaking a sweat.
It's alright.
I'm breaking a sweat.
I say it's alright.
Keyboardist Ray Manzarek believed his old bandmate would have been proud to hear his prediction realized. Number 2. James Dean's death, Alec Guinness. Actor James Dean infamously starred in a PSA for safe driving 13 days before he died in a car accident. That wasn't the only eerie coincidence surrounding this tragedy. A week earlier, Dean showed off his new Porsche 550 to actor Alec Guinness, who warned that it would be the death of him in a week's time.
Next Thursday, you'll be dead if you get into that car.
In telling this story in 1977, Guinness said that his premonition simply came over him. This contributes to the myth that the Porsche Dean died in is cursed.
Every one of them want to see that you're safe. You understand that? They want you to be safe.
Recycled parts from the destroyed car went on to be involved in other gruesome accidents. It's a shame that 24-year-old Dean didn't respect Guinness's warning.
And then we had a charming dinner, and he was dead the following Thursday afternoon in that car.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Social networking, David Bowie. A fan of science fiction, David Bowie foresaw the future in his own time with the rise of commercial internet.
Time may change me, but I can't trace time.
He was one of the first major musicians with an online brand. He explained in a 1999 interview that this new medium would become a way for creators and consumers to interact.
It's the freakiest show. Take a look at the
This prospect was a key influence on platforms like MySpace. Now the whole world is connected by countless social media networks. Bowie didn't simply anticipate this future, but helped build it. He launched the internet service provider BowieNet in '98 to build and connect with a community of fans. BowieNet may have retired in 2006, but played a role in the evolution of social media. Which precise predictions by and about celebrities have impressed you most? Take your observation to the comments.
Tonight is bigger than a show. It's a party.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.